What's up, Earth? The NASA crew is responsible for conducting research and exploration in space, including missions to the International Space Station, Mars, and beyond. Their work is crucial in advancing our understanding of the universe and pushing the boundaries of human exploration in space. Let's get to know more of these two amazing and courageous astronauts in this modern time. Let's have Sunita Lynn Williams, age 59. She is an American astronaut. Her 2 spaceflights to the International Space Station combined lasted more than 321 days, ranking her second for most time spent in space by a woman. She was born on September 19, 1965 in Euclid, Ohio, but considers Needham, Massachusetts to be her hometown. Her father, Deepak Pandya, was an Indian-American neuroanatomist from Mehsana district, Gujarat, while her mother, Ursuline Bani Pandya, was a Slavic-American. Her parents resided in Falmouth, Massachusetts. She was the youngest of 3 children. Her brother, Jay Thomas, is 4 years older, and her sister, Dina Anand, is 3 years older. Sunita Williams' paternal family is from Julasan in the Mehsana district, whereas her maternal family is of Slovene descent. After high school, Sunita wanted to become a diver, but she could not get into that course. Instead, she became a helicopter pilot. She entered the U.S. Naval Academy at Annapolis, Maryland in 1983. She received a bachelor's degree in physical science in 1987. There's another side of her life story which is as interesting as her career. Sunita's love story began in a rather unconventional setting. Before joining NASA, Sunita served in the military, where she flew helicopters. It was during this time that she met Michael in the year 1987. Their initial connection was based on camaraderie and shared experiences, but their friendship soon blossomed into romance. Regarding the love of her life, Michael J. Williams is a federal marshal. He practices Hinduism and supports Sunita's beliefs. Sunita has been married to Michael for over 2 decades. They reside in suburban Houston, Texas. Sunita Williams began aviator training at the Naval Aviation Training Command in 1987. 2 years later, she began combat helicopter training. She flew in helicopter support squadrons during the preparations for the Persian Gulf War, 1990 to 91, and in relief missions during Hurricane Andrew in 1992 in Miami, Florida. In 1993, Williams became a naval test pilot. She later became a test pilot instructor, flying more than 30 different aircraft. In 1995, Williams received a master's degree in engineering management from the Florida Institute of Technology in Melbourne. She entered astronaut training in 1998. She then traveled to Moscow, Russia. There, she received training in robotics and other technologies while working with crews preparing for expeditions to the ISS. While the couple don't have biological children together, back in 2012, Sunita reportedly expressed a desire to adopt a girl from Ahmedabad, India. They also had their beloved pet, Jack Russell Terrier, Gorby. Gorby even made appearances alongside Sunita on the television show Dog Whisperer on the National Geographic Channel. Sunita Williams is celebrated for her achievements in spacewalks. On June 5, 2024, Williams became the first woman to fly on a flight test of an orbital spacecraft, the Starliner. Williams was the second American astronaut of Indian heritage to go into space. Her bravery and dedication have made her a role model for aspiring astronauts worldwide. And the other one is Bear Eugene Butch Wilmore, age 61, a retired captain, U.S. Navy. He is a NASA astronaut and United States Navy test pilot. He is a veteran of 2 spaceflights and has accumulated 178 days in space. He was born on December 29, 1962. Wilmore was raised in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, where his parents Eugene and Faye Wilmore still reside. His brother Jack and family reside in Franklin, Tennessee. He was married to the former Miss Deanna Newport of Helenwood, Tennessee, and they have 2 daughters, Darren and Logan. He graduated at Mount Juliet High School, Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Then he received both his Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in Electrical Engineering at Tennessee Technological University, and had his Master of Science in Aviation Systems at University of Tennessee. Wilmore has accumulated more than 8,000 flight hours and 663 carrier landings, all in tactical jet aircraft, and is a graduate of the United States Naval Test Pilot School, USNTPS. Prior to his selection to NASA, Wilmore was on exchange to the United States Air Force as a flight test instructor at the Air Force Test Pilot School at Edwards Air Force Base, California. Regarding his NASA experience, Wilmore was selected as an astronaut in July 2000. He reported for training in August 2000, doing various duties for different space missions. He is currently serving as the commander of the crew flight test mission aboard Boeing's Starliner spacecraft, the first crewed flight for that vehicle, and his third mission aboard the International Space Station. How about his spaceflight experiences? First is STS-129, November 16th through November 29th, 2009. This was the 31st shuttle flight to the International Space Station. He was designated as pilot with 5 other crew members. Another is Expedition 41/42, September 25th, 2014 through March 12th, 2015. Wilmore and other cosmonauts launched to the International Space Station in a Soyuz spacecraft from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. Wilmore now has logged 178 days in space and has 25 hours and 36 minutes of time in 4 spacewalks. His personal decorations include the Legion of Merit, the Defense Superior Service Medal, Defense Meritorious Service Medal, and many more. Also, he has these other awards like the NCAA Theodore Roosevelt Award 2018, University of Tennessee Centennial Alumni Top 100 Graduates 2017, and University of Tennessee Mechanical Aerospace and Biomedical Engineering MABE Hall of Fame inductee 2017, and many more. These 2 astronauts, Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore, have been stuck on the International Space Station since June 6th. They embarked on their cosmic journey aboard the Boeing Starliner, giving way to the company's commercial crew program under NASA. Although their initial beliefs iterated that they would only be in space for a week, the stay stretched out for months as hardware malfunctions plagued the spacecraft. The 2 astronauts remain confident they could have returned to Earth aboard Boeing's Starliner, despite the spacecraft's issues. "We could have gotten to the point, I believe, where we could have returned on Starliner, but we just simply ran out of time," Wilmore stated, acknowledging the complexities that led to their extended stay on ISS. Wilmore and Williams, who were initially slated for a brief 8-day mission, had to adjust to a much longer stay after the Starliner's technical issues forced it to return empty. Wilmore pointed out the advantage of having the Crew Dragon as a backup. "There's many cases in the past where there have not been other options," he noted. NASA made the decision to return Starliner empty in early September to free up the docking port for other spacecraft. While the Starliner encountered helium leaks and propulsion issues, it landed without major problems, prompting Williams to express relief, saying, "I was so happy it got home with no problems." Wilmore also emphasized that Boeing is ready to implement changes following the challenges faced by the Starliner program. "In this case, we found some things that we just could not get comfortable with putting us back in the Starliner," he said. Williams, while missing her family, remains enthusiastic about her extended stay in space. "This is my happy place. I love being up here in space. It's just fun," she said. Both astronauts continue to engage with NASA and Boeing on discussions about what needs to be improved to get Starliner back on track. NASA has now confirmed that Williams and Wilmore will return to Earth in February 2025 aboard a SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule as part of the Crew 9 mission. We are hoping and praying that they are doing well in the outer space, and also they will be safe in their return to Earth soon. Thank you, and God bless.